I'm having trouble trying to sleep.
Hey, how's your business running out there?
I'm counting sheep, but running out.
Would you like to have super fans for your business?
As time ticks by,
TikTok.
still I try.
Yeah, you do.
No rest for cross chops in my mind. On my own, here we go.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're live and direct. This is another delightful, colorful edition of the Unleashed Radio Hour. I'm your host, Ron Klinger. Glad to have you along here on Business 1110 KTEK. Look, we dialing in, we rocking, we rolling today. And I need you to follow along. Get out online if you can. And do what you can do. Follow along out on Facebook at Unleashed Radio Hour. You can always dial that in if you're streaming live at UnleashedRadioHour.com. That is fabulous. I won't do that often. I tried to get there, but I couldn't take it. Hey, look, you got music. That means it's time to roll. You can follow along on Twitter. Yeah, on the Twitterverse at Ron Unleashed. We come back. We're going to talk about how you can create super fans for your biz right after these messages.
At Lucia Capital Group, we believe there are three critical steps that should precede making any investment decision: education, advice, and planning. Education. Learn about available options and expand your understanding of investment products. Advice. Get guidance from experienced financial planning professionals who you feel understand your specific needs. Planning. Choose a strategy that consistently supports your investment decisions. Where can you go for financial guidance? Lucia Capital Group invites you to build your wealth education at wealthed.com. Wealthed.com features live and on-demand video programming featuring Lucia Capital Group advisors who will help educate you about investing, give guidance based on years of experience in the financial services industry, and help you build a strategic plan that integrates your investments. Wealthed.com, the site dedicated to wealth education. Wealthed.com. Securities offered through Lucia Securities LLC, member SIPC, and a subsidiary of Lucia Capital Group, a registered investment advisor. All investments are subject to risk, including loss of principal.
This is Business 1110.
Yeah, we are too legit to quit here. On the Unleashed Radio Hour, your host, Ron Klinger, dialed in live and in living color. You are dialed into the Unleashed Radio Hour, or as I like to say, the experience. Known as the Unleashed Radio Hour. Look, we want to get rocking and we want to get rolling in today. But I want to put this out there. I need you to stay connected. Follow along with the show. Everything Unleashed Radio Hour can be found at UnleashedRadioHour.com. Again, everything can be found at UnleashedRadioHour.com. And look, if you want to get in today's discussion, feel free to give us a call, 713-785-1817. That number locally here. All right, look at here. Let me get you here preaching. I'm going to preach it, and I'm going to teach it.
Amen.
Getting all fired up today. That number is 713-785-1817. All right, so why am I all fired up? You can't see me. I wish I was streaming live. I'm still going to keep trying as we go. I am literally live and in living color today. I am repped out. I am pepped out. I am all Texaned out today. Except my alter ego is Battle Redbeard for Texans Sundays. However, I decided since I got to go do a little executive leadership support here after the show today that I would forego the red paint on the beard. Might be a good idea. But look, what are we talking about today? Where are we going into this? Hopefully you're following along so you already know the topic of the show. That would be fabulous. And today we're getting into this concept that I am working with. That is the groundwork for the book that is currently in progress and being written, called Creating Superfans for Your Business. Today's Small Business Leader's Guide and Game Plan for Success. And so when we start talking about that, and that is subject to change, ladies and gentlemen, that's where I'm working with it. That's where I'm rolling with it. It is absolutely a work in progress because I have seen the need. I have witnessed how important some of the concepts we are going to talk today and talk about today and put on the airwaves have an impact on the small business community. So yes, the target conversation are those small business owners, those entrepreneurs. You are the ones that I'm talking out there to today. Now you're like, well, Ron, what's a small business? I like to define small business typically is any company or business that has less than anywhere from 1,000 to 500 people and under. It could be one person, it could be two people. Typically, I like to also define a small business as a small business that has an HR office, but they maybe only have one or two HR professionals running that side of the business. Why do I bring that up? Because those are the companies that I support. Those are the companies that I serve with what I can do and come in from an organizational development perspective, as well as a management and leadership perspective, because those HR professionals are too busy in the weeds doing the day-to-day that they can't take time to stop, always think about facilitating, training, leadership development programs, succession planning are some key initiatives that I've been able to do, as well as lead those executives through a process to help grow and advance your business. So today we're going to get into, okay, how does that all come into play? Where does that come into this book that I'm writing, Creating Superfans for Your Business? I'm going to tell you, it comes out of a birth of me witnessing and watching fans in the greater Houston area support their local sports teams. And it gave me insight and clarity that even in the toughest of times, in the downest of days, if we can say it that way, superfans still show up to represent. Now, I put this out on the airwaves regularly and routinely. So this, for those of you that are longtime listeners, or you've been following along with the podcast, this will not come as a surprise. But for some of you that have not heard this perspective before, it may be like, Dave, what's he got going on over there? What's that all about? And I say that not because I talk with a draw, but I say that to say it may be a difference of perspective that may sound a little funny. So when I say creating superfans for your business, and I put that out there, and then I ask the follow-up question, whether I'm at a networking event, or I'm just talking to a small business owner, or I am training managers and leaders. And I say, if I say to you, or I ask you, how can you create superfans for your business? Who are the superfans? Who are those folks that you would put that label on and would designate as someone that is a superfan for your business? And I let them think, and generally speaking, folks don't have to think too long. But you know what they come up with? The answer, if I were to bet the house, I would probably win against the house 9 times out of 10. That people would respond to that question in the small business community, and those that are leading businesses, those that own businesses, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say that their superfans that they want to create, that they have to take care of, are their clients and customers. 9 times out of 10, they're going to say it's going to be their customers. So the part that I'm here to break down for you today comes from the philosophy of, oh, that's wrong. I don't know another way to put it. So I'm going to challenge our normal conventions. I'd love to hear from you. Hey, I really would. Give us a call, 713-785-1817, because Lord knows we have no problem airing out our grievances in the world today. I mean, I could not go up and down my news feed on Facebook yesterday without seeing people airing their grievances of differences of opinion. So I'm throwing out a difference of opinion. So look, okay, for once, I'm going to say, you know what? I'm just like everybody else. That's not very rare that I'm like everybody else, but I'm throwing out a perspective for the following reason. I humbly believe that in the world of small businesses that are out there that exist today, and even in the big corporate, I don't think it matters. But my target audience is that small business because they're so stuck in dealing with the weeds that they can only think about their external customer. And then they lose sight of creating super fans, which in my humble opinion need to be your internal customer, your employees. And I pause because I want that to sink in. Every one of us out there has gone to work someplace and somewhere for someone, exchanging our time, our gifts, our talents, our strengths, our emotional, psychological energy for compensation in the form of a paycheck. We choose. It is a choice. Contrary to popular belief, we choose where we go to work. So let me ask those small business leaders that are out there, how is the retention of the talent on your team? Do you have enough bench depth that if someone is out sick, or as we have seen that people's lives have been put on hold here in the greater Houston area, in Florida, heaven forbid getting hit twice by 2 hurricanes in the Caribbean, where storms or other things that you cannot control impact your employee base, that they need to get their lives together so that they can come to work? Heaven forbid that we could support them. Now, I'm trying to work on a show that will talk about how companies here in the greater Houston area are doing that right now, but things happen. So when I say it's a choice, are your folks willing to fight through what it is to come back and work for you? Because I guarantee you there's a lot of companies out there that are doing some great things to take care of the talent that they've got, to take care of what has always and forever been advertised as the greatest asset in any company or organization, which is your people. And I'm pretty confident there are some organizations that are not. So why am I an advocate for the employee? Why am I an advocate that your employees must be at the center of decisions that you make if you're going to be successful in business going forward? Well, that's a great question. And it's one that's going to continue to resonate for years. So let me get to the why. I'll talk about the why, and then I'll tell you the what of how you get through this. But before I get to the why, I need to put the underpin and the undertow of why this conversation's happening today. Small business owners, business leaders, managers, you have the direct touch point, impact point on that employee experience, period. The employees come to work, and how well they work is 100% tied to the environment that you create that enables and empowers the work to get done. Can we at least agree on that? Because if we agree on that, then you will very easily be able to connect the dots as to why I say that your employees must be your super fans. And I'm going to give you more, because when we start talking about this and we start looking about this, I want to put it through your lenses as a consumer. Let's say you have a struggle or a challenge with AT&T. Do the other people on the other end of the line or in the store or whoever you've reached out in contact because you've got a problem, do they care enough about their job and solving the problem for the customer and have been empowered to do so that they excel and succeed in customer service? If you don't think it matters by how you take care of your employees and the culture and the climate that you create, talk to people right now that are fighting with their insurance companies to get their insurance claims filed, or their mortgage companies on how they're going to get their funds to rebuild their lives. The companies that are going to shine at that moment, and the companies, and again, we start talking about business. Yes, it's about profit. Yes, it's about staying in existence. Yes, it is about making money. And I'm here to tell you the Holy Grail from Monty Python, Search for the Holy Grail, is tied directly to your employees being your super fans for your business. Yes, I am making the connection. Heaven forbid, heavens to Murgatroyd, that if you put time and energy and you create a culture in your business, which we'll talk about, where your employees are the center of what you do, you create an environment where they can show up and the best of them can show up every day and perform. I am tying that engagement of employees in a positive fashion directly to your bottom line. Period. I'm going to take that belief with me. It's what I've seen. It's what I've witnessed. If you look at the companies that succeed, is because they have the right people on the bus and the right seat on the bus, empowered to do the job that you have them on the bus to do. I'm going to say a word that I guarantee you for most employees and most folks that have ever been out there, that's going to be almost analogous to fingernails getting drawn down a chalkboard. And in some of you, I apologize if you just got that awkward feel right now because of that. But here's what I'm going to say, and it's the word, it's called micromanaging. I don't know anyone who ever says, golly gee whiz, I got the best supervisor, boss, leader you could ever imagine. He micromanages me day in and day out, and I love it. I don't know anybody that excels and is successful under and in those conditions. What I do know, watch how we're going to set this one up. What I do know is those managers and those leaders that empower, that engage, that create a positive culture, that are working to drive and create superfans for their business, they rock. And you know what we say to them? We salute you. We're going to run to a break. Going to come back and talk about some key concepts on how you can create super fans for your business.
Have you racked up more than $10,000 in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? You should know. The credit card companies are tricking you into thinking there's no way out. Credit card companies would rather you didn't know that there are ways you can become debt-free and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. There are debt relief programs that help people like you escape overwhelming credit card debt. National Debt Relief has helped tens of thousands of people just like you reduce more than $500 million of debt. National Debt Relief has helped so many people, they're A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau. You don't have to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan. You have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Reduce a portion of your debt now. Call National Debt Relief at 800-518-4020. 800-518-4020. That's 800-518-4020.
Attention managers, business owners, and human resources professionals. Do you struggle with positively engaging and developing your team? Hi, this is Ron Klinger, host of the Unleashed Radio Hour. For over a decade, I have been coaching and helping leaders just like you. From management and leadership training to individual coaching and support, I can help you address the everyday challenges you face in your business or organization. If you're looking for a partner to your success, call the man who can help you with your plan. You can reach me online at motivationaltransitions.com or by phone at 832-746-9760.
This is Business 1110.
All right, we coming with it now. We all up in here. Yes, we are. And guess what? Little Red Whistle's making his another appearance today, and it was a terrible appearance. Hey, look, we out there now. I managed to get us out. I am broadcasting live for all of those of you in my circle. I'm out on Facebook on my personal profile, live in a living color, so you can see my craziness, how I decided to show up today. I'm in part of my superfan get-up because I want to make a point. I want to make a point to all of those folks that are out there that are listening. If you've got a job, if you're an employer, if you are a manager or a leader, I want to ask you the following question. What are you doing to create an environment where your team can succeed? That's the whole point of this conversation. And if you don't think it's important, and again, I'm not trying to bring up what took place around the NFL this weekend, but man, people got to want to be able to come to work. And people got to be able to succeed. Take any sport, take any team, take any group and dynamic. And if those folks aren't drinking the Kool-Aid, I know some of you, oh yeah, I don't remember that from back in the day, right? But if they're not drinking the Kool-Aid, man, and if they're not feeling comfortable and safe and secure in the work that they're going to do, they're not going to work. It ain't going to work out. You're not going to get the results that you desire, the results of why maybe you are the business owner that you created that business. So what? So how do we do that? That's a great question. So I am currently working on a book. The book, I'm still working on the subtitle. I fumble through. It'll stick later. But I do have the title of the book. It's called Creating Superfans for Your Business. And you can go out, Superfans for Your Biz, on Twitter. You can follow along there. You can also follow along on Twitter with @RonUnleashed. I don't have a website up yet because, like I said, the book is in development. But I do have concepts that I want to put out to you that hey, if you agree, hey, holla, get on the telephone line, 713-785-1817. That's the local number here, 713-785-1817. Hey, and if you want to call toll-free, because I know I got people listening all over the place, because you could be streaming live at unleashedradiohour.com, call us at 877-881-0271. Again, 877-881-0271. Now, look, here's what I want to be able to jump in, and this is what I want to be able to talk about real quick. There are 4 key concepts that are going to make and really become the components of my book, Creating Superfans for the number 4. Ha! Yes, I just did that. Your business. All right? And the first one that I'm going to get into is the one that I'm absolutely, positively, extremely passionate about. And it literally is the catalyst to the rest of this entire conversation. Is if you are out there, if you are running your business, if you are creating business, if whatever it is that's taking place, you have got to understand and comprehend. If you want super fans for your business, you've got to possess and you've got to have all-star managers and leaders in your team. Period. Leadership today is at an all-time need. Companies and businesses, if you're not growing the next generation of leaders, then you need to call me so that I can help you. You go out to motivationaltransitions.com. But the reality, and again, it is my bailiwick. It is my passion. If you're going to have super fans for your business, it starts with the managers and leaders. And if you don't believe me, then guess what? Gallup did a study. What is the number one reason why people leave a job? It is because of their direct supervisor and their leader. Period. And there's not even a second pale in comparison. I don't feel appreciated. They micromanage. I can't bring the best of me at work. So if you don't believe that having all-star managers and leaders in your business, helping to grow your business, keep your business on a positive path forward, then ain't nothing else I'm going to say going to make a difference to you. But if you think about your own personal experience in the world of work, where did you enjoy going to work? What work did you enjoy doing the most? Did you enjoy the team members around you? And I guarantee you, where there's a positive experience, where there's absolutely a positive experience, I guarantee you were working for a manager, maybe not all-star, but a good manager and leader that helped you be successful in your job and in your career. That is what I'm advocating today. So, hey, you want to create super fans for your business? Develop and train all-star managers and leaders. Hire them, keep them, because they are an incredible asset to your organization and helping you succeed going forward. Hey, time to run to a break. You hear the music? We'll be right back after these messages.
Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea.
Dish TV is better than cable TV. Why? Because you can save 45% on packages compared to your high-priced cable bill. Wow. Take those giant scissors out and cut the cable and save with Dish TV. Plus, you get a free DVR upgrade to record your favorite shows and free installation. And with Dish Anywhere, you can watch TV for free on your mobile device. Act fast. You can save hundreds of dollars. Does your cable company do that for you? I don't think so. Get all the best TV programming at your fingertips at a fraction of the price of cable TV. So say adios, arrivederci, goodbye to the high cable bill and save up to 45% on Dish TV packages today. These are limited time offers and can change at any time. Call fast. 800-344-2066. 800-344-2066. 800-344-2066. That's 800-344-2066.
This is Business 1110.
All right, a little thunder kiss. Never hurts. We rocking, we rolling, we preaching, and we teaching. Can I get an amen? Amen. I love getting me an amen here on the Unleashed Radio Hour. Your host, Ron Klinger. This is The Experience, known as the Unleashed Radio Hour. Today, the experience we're talking about is that of the employee. Today, we're talking about how can you, if you're a manager, a leader, or a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, what can you do to create super fans for your business? And no, contrary to popular belief, wait for it, I am not talking about your customers. Yes, your customers are why you exist. Yes, your customers are why you are in business. But you want your business to succeed? You want the best of what could happen? You want business success? Then it's in your people, i.e. your employees, and the people that you bring onto your bus. I keep using that bus analogy, and there's a great book out there. I get nothing from sharing it with you other than just being a resource to you, which is the whole purpose of the Unleashed Radio Hour, which is to bring information, tools, and resources to the airwaves to help you unleash your career and business. I keep talking about this bus because it has a sports analogy, the team bus, but there's also another great book out there by John Gordon called The Energy Bus. Highly recommend it. It's a great read. It gives a way to start to begin to think about leadership, team, culture, which we're going to get into. But when I started this out in the last segment, I was talking specifically, there are 4 components of the book that I'm working on about creating super fans for your business. The first one is you've got to have all-star managers and leaders. You've got to have people that have and for lack of a better description, you have to have people leading your organization that are employee-centric. What I mean by that is they are mindful of facilitating that employee experience and doing what they can to ensure that it is a positive and engaging one. You don't have that, forget about the rest. I can stop this conversation right now. Not gonna happen. Shut you down is what's gonna happen. You've got to have all-star managers and leaders that are set because they create everything else that I'm about to put on the table for you. So if you're not developing your all-star managers and leaders, if you're not hiring them, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be hard to stay in business moving forward. There's a huge, huge, huge shift generationally that's taking place in the workplace. Gone are the days of working on assembly lines. Gone are the days of working in isolation and independence. Gone are the days of, if this is just my job and that's not my job. Hogwash. Companies will succeed going forward because they place the proper perspective on their team and their team leaders. Period. There are a lot of baby boomers that are going to be retiring if they aren't already. So my question is, who steps up? Who's the next leader in your organization? And again, I mentioned this earlier. This is the area of greatest passion for me, is I want to ensure that organizations that are currently present stay in business and they endure. And I'm telling you, the key at the core is in leadership. If you don't have people running your organization that you feel comfortable, so if you're the business owner, let me just set this up real quick before we go to this next break. If you're the business owner and you sit down and you give yourself permission, take 5 minutes and say, okay, if I were to step away from this business for an extended period of time, maybe even retire, who leads? Who do I pass that baton to that takes over the leadership mantle and can do so successfully and effectively? And if you get a little queasy in the stomach, if you get a little green in the face and it makes you a little sick at the thought, then yes, Houston, we have a problem. And that is what organizations have got to be doing today, no matter how big, no matter how small. But it's harder for the small organizations because you are constantly in the weeds. You're constantly dealing with the whirlwind. But you've got to hit that pause button, and you must look at growing that leadership base across your organization. Otherwise, the next 3 tips that I'm going to dance to ain't going to make no sense, not going to happen. Ain't nobody going to be dancing because ain't nobody scoring touchdowns and ain't nobody winning. And that's a huge part of what we're going to talk about when we come back right after these messages.
The following update is for drivers who pay too much for car insurance due to DUIs, DWIs, tickets, or anything else. By now, you know all too well that SR22 auto insurance is way more than you'd ever want to pay. You probably thought you didn't have a choice, but you were wrong. Our company specializes in low-cost, very affordable SR22 auto insurance for high-risk drivers. We know that mistakes happen, so take pride in being able to offer absolutely free quotes for this very affordable auto insurance meant specifically for you, the overpaying high-risk driver. We're standing by at 800-749-2984. The only thing you need to do is stop waiting around while your monthly payments stay as high as they are. Our knowledgeable representatives are ready for your call at 800-749-2984. The quote is free, and we'll even handle the filings so you could start saving money every month even sooner. Call 800-749-2984. That's 800-749-2984. Once more, 800-749-2984.
This is Business 1110.
This is gonna be cool.
I love it! Beavis and Butthead made an appearance on the Unleashed Radio Hour. That was my version, not the professional one, but I think it was pretty close. All right, now look, hey, funny as it is, look, do you want people being Beavis and Butthead at work, or do you want them to show up where they can be the best of them and what they do every single day? If you're a business owner, that's the epitome, that's the dream, that is the holy grail as to what you want in your business. You want people coming to work that are working with you and for you, collaboratively in that effort, that have every desire and want to be there every single day. Because you've created that environment. You've got positive leaders who are out there, all-star managers and leaders who have created an environment. Or that next principle in the book that we already hit, number one, was having all-star managers and leaders in your business is the first key to creating super fans in your business. And again, your super fans for your business. Okay, I know, contrary to popular belief, it's not your customers or clients. It's your employees. It's your team members, which takes us to section number 2 of the book. Section number 2 of the book is engaged team members. Positive energy is going to be a derivative of engaged team members. People don't like being around the negative Nancys, the Debbie Downers, the ridiculous Ronalds, because that would be me. But they want to be around people that make them feel good about coming to work. They want people that, hey, I want to be able to go to work and know that my thoughts and that my opinions and my beliefs about how we're doing business, they're in alignment. I want to know that I'm not going to get chastised because maybe I say something one way or another that doesn't cross lines, but hey, I'm a valued member of this team. People have to feel connected. And when people are connected, when people are involved, when there's a positive work culture and environment, which I'm going to get to that culture here in just a second, employees are going to be engaged in what they're doing for you, with you, around you, and about to help serve those you're called to serve, which are your clients and your customers. You see, we put all this time and effort and energy into the marketing, into the advertising, and into customer retention. My question to you is, what are you doing to retain your all-star managers and leaders and your most highly engaged employees? Because therein lies the formula for success. If you don't have engaged team members, what do you think, how does that translate to engaged, positive relationships with your clients and customers? In emails, in telephones, on the sales floor, it doesn't matter. What you have to understand is you're going to put out and get back what you put out there. So if you're positively growing and developing and working to bring out the best of every team member, that you've got team members in positions where they can experience success, you're going to have a much better outcome. And you need to be mindful of, they've got thoughts on what that looks like. And this is where some of the biggest challenge and the struggles come in today. And I say that because my belief, and again, it's just my belief, that the greatest issue of diversity today in the workplace is generational. Gone, as I said earlier, are the days of working in an assembly line where work was work, home was home, and married to the two cross. I've said it before, and I'm going to keep saying it. Well, now you've got a different generation that looks at, that sees work very, very different. Not wrong, not in any, but just simply different. Work has to have substance and meaning for the younger folks that are coming into the workplace, or they're not going to stay with you. Work, and this is going to blow baby boomers just, I'm telling you, take the glycerin, take the nitroglycerin, whatever you got to do to keep everything in the blood pressure and your heart rate where it needs to be, because I'm going to tell you, the younger folks coming in the workplace, they want to save face, but they also want to know, what is your company doing that's making a bigger impact on the world? Not just in the widgets and the gadgets and the gadgets and the services that they provide. What kind of difference? Are we volunteering in the community? Are we making a difference? Are we socially responsible? Ha! Baby boomers are like, say what? This is work, man. Right? Yeah, it is work. And that's where I'm saying work is being redefined. We are in a service and knowledge economy now more than ever. That is the workplace. That is where it is. You can deny it. You can close your eyes. You can stick your head in the sand. I don't care. But that's exactly where we are. And your success in dealing with where you are and where your business is going is going to be predicated on how well you engage your employees and your team. Are they coming to work, wanting to come to work not only for you, but with you? Because, oh, by the way, that first principle of the book on creating super fans for your business is about having all-star managers and leaders that do their best, that hire well and effectively in your organization to have engaged team members within your organization. And I can't stress that enough. So that's part 1 and part 2. Part 3, because tick-tock goes the clock. We're moving along extremely fast today. So real quick, recap. Part 1, you got to have all-star managers and leaders in your business. Part 2, you got to have and you want engaged, positively engaged employees that bring a zeal, that bring a pep to the step to what happens in the workplace. Because what that then helps to drive between managers and leaders and C-suite and owners and employees is what is known as a strong organizational team culture. Now, I teach management and leadership classes on a regular and on a routine. And you also, if you've listened to this show, you also know that the buzzword coup de grace of anything is culture. People will leave work and a job that they do not like, not always for money, but it's like, man, this culture around here, I can't take none of this, man. There's conflicts. And there's going to be conflicts in work when there's differences of ways of getting things done. But what I mean is conflict is I don't feel comfortable, safe, nor secure here because the culture here is either one that's not a culture of safety, one it's not a culture of where employees matter. It's just simply the bottom line. And again, I get it. Bottom line means business. But real quick, a newsflash. If you're out there and you're running a business, and again, I know this is happening right this very moment. There are not enough laborers in the area in the city of Houston to stay up with the demand of home repairs because of Hurricane Harvey. So you may be getting all of the calls if you own a handyman business or you own a business where it's sheetrock and home repairs and home improvement. If you don't have enough people and on your team, you're going to have to say no to the work. And I know for a fact because it's all over the news. There are not enough skilled laborers in the trades, the plumbers, the electrician, the sheetrockers, the roofers, the framers, you name it, the people to put down the floors. There are not enough individuals in those skilled areas right now to keep pace with the demand that is out there. So my point to this is, hey, if you have a plumbing business and you don't have enough trained master plumbers or apprentices or whatever, you ain't going to get work. I saw the greatest thing, much to my pain this weekend, that gets into this culture, that gets into that engaged teams, that gets into that management. This weekend, I had the gift and pleasure and honor of paying that overtime service fee for an air condition repair this weekend. Oh, yeah, gotta love it. But unfortunately, here in H-Town, you got to pucker up, buddy, because you got to pay the bill or you're going to be hot all weekend long. And my AC, as Murphy's Law would show up knocking at the door, yeah, it went down on Friday. Now, fortunately for me, it was an easy repair. But it was also a $125 bill for work that took less than 20 minutes to do. I hope you get where I'm taking this. You've got to have all-star managers and leaders in your organization that have engaged employees and create that strong organizational team culture where people want to be around you, the work that's done, your company, your team members, your customers, whatever the case might be, right? And here's the thing that I know about culture within an organization. You get what you get, and you can't throw a fit. And what I mean by that is you've got to develop the culture that you desire because culture forms in an organization with your permission, meaning you drive it, or without. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It will happen. So my whole thing is, if it's going to happen, wouldn't you want it to turn out the way that you want it for your business and the success of your business? I think you do, and I think you will. And if you put the time and energy, but hey, nobody got time for that. Hogwash. You can't afford to not have time to create a strong organizational team culture in your business if you want it to succeed. You've got to define it. And a lot of times what winds up happening in the organizational structure and the development of an organization and a team, there are certain things that are not clear. Like, for example, what is your mission? Your mission is simply, why do you even exist? Why are you here? Why are you in business? That is your mission. Define it. What is your vision? Oh, that goes back to the owners and the managers and the leaders casting, hey, this is who we are and what we do. This is where we want to go and where we want to grow in that vision. And then where are the values, which is the how we do our business. Those are things that create the culture because people want to buy into your mission because they support it, right? I make the joke all the time. And it's really not a joke because it counters what everyone else says, those who can't teach. Bologna sandwiches. To those people that want to go out and teach and become educators is because they're drawn to the mission to teach. And for 1 minute, if you think it's easy, oh boy, howdy, I wish we could do like walk in my shoes experience. Go out into a local school anywhere. Forget about the underserved and the underrepresented and the socioeconomically disadvantaged districts that are out there that have to do more with less and try to teach. And face the challenges that the students that are coming to school are facing. Yeah, I have 2 degrees in education. I get a little fired up about that. But teachers don't go into education because they can't do anything else. They go because it's the call of the mission. And then there are schools that do it better than others. There are districts that are better because of the culture that they create. And that's what keeps people successful. Oh, by the way, why does that matter? Because who's teaching the future of our country right now, today, in the classrooms? You hope you got engaged teachers who truly and genuinely care about the content and the students that they teach. It's no different in the workplace with your all-star managers and leaders building your team. Hey, we got the music. Got to take a quick break. We'll talk to you on the other side.
When I say Italy, what comes to mind?
Venice.
Capri. Oh my gosh, Capri was marvelous.
The views, the cliffside views, or traveling to Sorrento.
Pirello Tours. Oh, Pirello Tours, for sure.
Pirello. Hi, I'm Steve Pirillo of Pirillo Tours. With over 70 years of tour experience to Italy, it's no wonder Pirillo Tours is synonymous with travel to Italy.
I think of the culture.
And to walk up to certain areas and touch a wall and think, well, this wall's like 3,000 years old.
Being on a Pirillo tour on our anniversary was better than anything I can remember ever on an anniversary.
I personally approve every itinerary to ensure a stress-free, once-in-a-lifetime vacation.
Salute! Call now for your free insider's guide to Pirillo's Italy. Call in the next 30 minutes and qualify for a $100 gift card when you travel with us. Call 800-531-3990, 800-531-3990, 800-531-3990.
Attention managers, business owners, and human resources professionals. Do you struggle with positively engaging and developing your team? Hi, this is Ron Klinger, host of the Unleashed Radio Hour. For over a decade, I have been coaching and helping leaders just like you. From management and leadership training to individual coaching and support, I can help you address the everyday challenges you face in your business or organization. If you're looking for a partner to your success, call the man who can help you with your plan. You can reach me online at motivationaltransitions.com or by phone at 832-746-9760.
This is Business 1110.
All right, we turning it down here on the Unleashed Radio Hour. Your host, Ron Klinger. Got it. Hey, I'm back out on Facebook. I took off my funky-looking hair because that hat is hot in here. But, hey, hopefully we've been dropping it like it's hot for you today. Been talking about how you, if you're a business owner, leader, entrepreneur, you're a manager of others, how can you create super fans for your business? And that's the impetus of today's discussion. I'm pretty darn passionate about it. I'm writing a book about it, and that's what I just wanted to put some of this out there just to kind of play with it a little bit, see what happens. I mean, it is my radio show where we're here to unleash the best of you, your career, and your business. So I thought, what a better platform. Great idea. So with that being said, I've covered, real quick, I'm going to cover 3 of the principles. I'm going to leave the last one I'm going to leave for the last segment, because I want to talk about real quick again. Hey, it's about having all-star managers and leaders in your organization. If you do not have all-star managers and leaders in your organization, then your organization can't be successful. I'm just going to tell you, right? You have to have engaged employees and team members. Yes, there's a sports theme to this book because we're creating super fans for your business, which need to be your employees. Absolutely, positively, without a doubt. If you have super fans in the form of your employees who take care of all of those that they're called to serve and to help by the service and the products that you provide in your business, well then who do you think wins? Yeah, it's your customers and your clients. If you have super fans, i.e., they wear and they represent your brand, they live it and they breathe it and they do whatever they got to do to make sure your company succeeds and that you succeed, that's what you want. It's those super fans. It's your employees. And if your employees don't want to come to work and your talent walks out the door, then it's going to be hard to continue that business and carry it forward. And then that third part, which is going to tie into our Be Positive segment and quote of the day, is the following. That third part, you've got to have a strong organizational culture. Now, some of you may know the company and the business online called Zappos. Some of you may buy shoes or other things from Zappos.com. And I had the pleasure of joining one of my clients this last March out to Las Vegas. Yes, someone had to do it. But went to Las Vegas. And I'm going to share this quote with you. I'm going to post it at Unleashed Radio Hour on Facebook. And it's as follows. Businesses often forget about the culture, and ultimately they suffer for it because you can't deliver good service from unhappy employees. And that's Tony C. He is the CEO of Zappos. Again, it's about that culture. Businesses often forget about the culture, and ultimately they suffer for it because you don't deliver good service from unhappy employees. And I can't stress how important that is, how significant that is, why that's a big part of this book. And we'll talk about that fourth component when we come back.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote. Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-207-1265. 800-207-1265. 800-207-1265.
This is Business 1110.
Yeah, love me like a bomb. I see what you did there. I get it. Ha! Yeah, you hope your employees love you like the bomb that you are as an employer. You know, that's why there's certain terms and words called like being an employer of choice. People want to come work with you. You're the best and the brightest. People want to stick around. And that's how you succeed, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a huge advocate today talking about the how do you create super fans for your business. You know, super fans, if you think them on any sport or anywhere, raving fans. I mean, you got raving fans for technology. And if you don't believe me, who in tarnation's going to spend a cool $1,000 for the new iPhone? There's going to be a lot of people. Why? Because they buy into the brand. They buy into the brand, and they are advocates. They are super fans. They are raving fans. I believe in super fans because that's what you want from your team and your employees. By having all-star managers and leaders, by having engaged team members, by creating a strong team culture. But it doesn't stop there. The last piece in this 4-part piece, which is just quick and easy, is you've got to get into the data. You have to know, are you, and as one of my clients like, #winning, are you winning? Is your business winning? And is your business winning with your people? That comes in the form of employee engagement surveys, and there's a plethora. I'm working on a fun one that will be included in my book. My hope is that I get the book out early 2018. I want to get it rolling. I'm passionate about this topic, and I hope that it shows. Because if you go back to it, if you have all-star managers and leaders, they're going to help to create engaged team members that want to work and it doesn't even feel like work. They're coming to something that is meaningful to them, that provides a strong organizational culture that people actually enjoy working with one another, that they have purpose with the work. They understand your mission, your vision. They are in alignment with your values of the organization. And then you assess, how are we doing, by participating in employee engagement surveys and asking the tough questions to see, hey, how are we doing as an employer? This show, we are a proud media sponsor of the Houston's Best and Brightest program. You can learn more by going out to 101bestandbrightest.com. To learn more, you can reach out to me, go out to unleashedradiohour.com, whatever the case might be. But the key and the proof, as they say, the devil's in the details, and the proof is in the pudding. Are you assessing the actual environment and the experience that you're creating for your employees? And I think that's what's absolutely crucial. That's going to be the capstone and the end of the book. About creating super fans for your business. I'm going to put the quote from the show, the Be Positive quote from the show, on why it's important for companies and organizations to create culture, out on Facebook at Unleashed Radio Hour. Just search Unleashed Radio Hour. Like the page. Follow along if you haven't already. And look, I just want to get back to this piece here, too, because of the humanity that we have and that is present of today. Look, step in, step up. Love and serve. We all in this thing together. Don't get divisive. We've got to rally now more than ever. Rally around your employees. That's the point of this show. Create an environment where they can be successful, which will help you unleash your career and business. As always, it's an honor and it is a privilege to be on the airways with you every Monday here on Business 1110 at 1 p.m. Hey, come back. I may actually have some real live super fans. That's what I'm working on for next week. Stay tuned for more. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, wait for it. See ya.